throwing away your vote. Like, how are you throwing away your vote?
So we all know for a fact, because of the WikiLeaks emails, that Hillary Clinton had a thing called the Pied Piper strategy, which was she told her minions in the press, please prop up Donald Trump. Prop him up. Why did she want Donald Trump to be propped up? Because she wanted to run against Donald Trump, because she knew that she was so repulsive to most of the country. She needed someone who was more repulsive than her. Turns out that was a bad calculation.
It was a terrible calculation.
So that's called the Pied Piper strategy. And everybody, that's why you turn on Chris Hayes and he would show Donald Trump's empty podium for an hour instead of a Bernie Sanders. And then he wags his finger at people with no money and no power for not voting for a corporatist warmonger like Hillary Clinton, who just, why do you think the people in Michigan wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton? Maybe because she put half of them in fucking prison? Because she passed NAFTA and Barack Obama was trying to sell TPP at the top of his lungs at the same time she was trying to get working people to vote for her? They knew what the fuck was going on. And that's why half the country doesn't vote. But you're going to wag your finger at the people who actually do vote, who come out and vote their conscience, and they don't fucking prop up evil. You know what the voting for lesser of two evil gets you? Donald fucking Trump.
Well, there's also a really sneaky thing that happens where you have two parties, and one of them you think of as this conservative warmongering party, which automatically makes the other party the enemy of that.
Yeah, but they're not.
They're not. Well,
we have two pro-war parties, and that's there's not an opposition party. They oppose Trump on the most ridiculous bullshit. They just voted for an extra $160 billion to go to the war machine. $160 billion. Let's remember, Bernie Sanders wanted to pay for free college, which was somewhere around $65 billion. So, and everybody said, he's fucking crazy. How are you going to pay for that? They just did that in a blink of an eye. They passed $160 billion to a war machine that we don't have an enemy to fight. You know, Russia spends $65 billion a year on their military. They're a paper tiger. We got no fucking enemies out there. We have to keep inventing them. And the last enemy they invented was ISIS. ISIS, I don't know, we're supposed to shit our pants over them, Joe, because they have kitchen knives. They'll cut your head off with a kitchen knife. That's what I'm supposed to be afraid of? What the fuck? What? It's amazing how they can keep us scared so they can keep perpetual war going. This is an Orwellian nightmare. And the Democrats right now should be screaming about the Pentagon budget, but they're not screaming about it because they're complicit. They're in it. And that's what's wrong with this country. That's why we can't have nice things. So when they tell you that we're broke and we can't afford stuff, they don't mean we can't afford trillion-dollar wars, trillion-dollar bank bailouts, billion-dollar oil subsidies, and prison construction. That's not what they mean. They mean we can't afford shit like healthcare or education or roads or bridges or firemen or libraries or anything that makes your fucking life better. Because whenever they need bombs, they got it. Hey, we're broke for Social Security. We're broke for Medicare. How about for bombs? Oh, we got bomb money. We keep it right to our fucking
that is
drinking
true
money.
Because we're not really in a war in the sense of like World War II or World War I. We're in this weird war of, it's like a calculated war.
They're all economic.